Oh my god.
Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Ready to fire from the pistol. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Manning. It's caught. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of the games, people...
Snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Townsend. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A give to Brown. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Here's Arts to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Manning from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Manning. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Hands it off. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, it'll be first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw through a car wash and not get wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Manning to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Manning. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the butt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Solid pickup for 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to take a... breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the tight end. Arch is going to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Manning to the air again. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The give to the lone running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff for Brown. Powers through the defender. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch Madness. Caught in the backfield. It's Townsend. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Panning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of...
Upstairs he's got it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Sooners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He's in open space downfield. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Sooners! He got it, beat down in bounds. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Coleman. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that in your setup, maybe to put points on the board before the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Manning. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 17 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Hoosiers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, just wear you out.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these 2 quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Trying to... There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Again, it's Brown. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throwing Manning. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Manning on play action. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. This quarterback, part of their running game. Good, solid tackle. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to throw for it. Pumps it downfield. He's got him wide open. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's Arch to throw. That's caught. It's Lockett. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. A give to Brown. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Play action, here's Manning. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go on with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got the back over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's gone! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Here's Manning to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the D. Playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Manning. Looking for a big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And right down the middle. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's some room. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you could find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Arch Madness. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like, sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them.